What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, what? I'm just joking. I'm Zizi Waters, and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. Stick around. Okay, so today is gonna be a video where I'm explaining the program I applied for and the entire process of applying and getting to South Korea, because I've been receiving a lot of DMs. No, not those kinds, unfortunately. About this program, like how I got to South Korea, if I applied for a program, which I did, yes I did, and all that jazz. So today I'm hoping to answer all your questions. If I don't answer all your questions, because that might be possible, because I can ramble on, okay, please write them down below in the comment section, and I'll try answer them there. Alrighty. Okay, so when I look this way, I've written down notes because I've done this video so many times now, and I just need something to keep me on track. So yes, I did apply for a program. It's called the Talk program, and it stands for Teach and Learn in Korea, and it's a sister program to the EPIC program. The difference between Talk and EPIC is that you only work for 15 hours in the Talk program, all right? Whereas in EPIC, you work for 20 or 22 hours, I think. And you get paid more in the EPIC, obviously, and you don't get paid, and you get paid less in the Talk program. The Talk program, you get sent into rural Korea, okay? You don't get Seoul, Daegu or Daejeon. No. You get rural areas. But then you used to be able to pick in the EPIC program, like those cities. You still can get those cities in the EPIC program, but now you don't have a choice. You also get sent to rural areas also in the EPIC program, because in my town right now, there's a couple of EPIC teachers. So joke's on you now, okay? You can't just pick whatever you want, okay? You get taken, you get sent where you get sent. So yeah, but honestly, rural South Korea, for South Africa, for my South African peeps, rural South Korea is not the rural we know, okay? Let me just be real clear with you. It is not the rural we know. South Africa, that rural is rural. This rural just means like there's farms. Really, that's how I feel. For me, it's just like there's farms, okay? Really, and it's not that deep. And what else? Oh yeah, you only teach elementary students. So I teach the 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, 6th graders, and I love teaching the kids. Like, it's been great. I love my 6th graders in my main school. I teach 3 boys after school, and they're the funniest things ever. They say the funniest things, and they're so cute. My favorite one, he's always pulling funny faces, and I pull funny faces with him, and we just have a blast. So I love teaching elementary. What drew me to the Talk program was that I didn't really have to have a TEFL certificate, because I really didn't want to do the TEFL certificate, because it just seemed like a lot of work. The only thing it requires you to have is to have completed your associate's degree. Now, in South African terms, I don't know what that is. There might be a diploma. I feel like it's a diploma. And then also have completed, when I applied, it was 2 years of your bachelor's degree. So you just had to be enrolled in university for 2 years. And then yeah, you could apply. And then what they wanted, you also had to be from Canada, South Africa, USA, Ireland, UK, Australia, New Zealand. You had to be from those 7 countries to apply. And the application process was fairly easy, but I'll tell you what was the hard part. So what you needed to send was a copy of your passport, a sealed transcript from your university, 2 recommendation letters sealed, hard copies of application for the application forms A and B, what else? Apostilled certificate of your police clearance, and then a mock lesson plan, and then lastly you needed to sign a pledge, and like that's what you needed. That was the entire application process. The hard part in the application process was the extra expenses I was not expecting. So, because they didn't want anything to be emailed, they needed everything to be like hard copy, so you had to mail everything to South Korea. Now, the thing is, I was all like, about this entire thing. Like, I wanted to like send things as soon as possible. I wanted to like get the ball rolling really quickly for myself. So, I knew my police clearance was going to take quite a while. So I sent in the documents I could first, right? So that was money, shipping the documents. Great. But now I had to do it twice. So that was more money. So my transcript, sealing it, whatever, at university, that was money. Getting my police clearance is money. And then apostilling my police clearance was money. I'll tell you a story about that a little later. After I sent in my first batch, I got accepted, and then they were just waiting for my police clearance and for me to apostille it and then send it through. And then after I did that, then I got fully acceptance. Now, sister didn't know what apostilling meant. I was like, what is this apostillization? And apparently, everybody else around me didn't know what that meant too. So I even ended up at a detective's office, like I did, because I was going nuts. I needed to know what's this thing. And I was like, who can do it for me? And they were all like, highest authority of South Africa. And I'm like, what does that even mean? The president? So I even ended up at a detective office, and I was like, can you like apostille this for me? And he was like, what are you talking about? The only apostille I know is that a person that's a pasta. And I was like, wait, nobody has time for your jokes right now, mister. Can you be serious? And I was like ready for him to just like put whatever stamp he had on my thing. And he was like, I don't feel like this is a good thing because I've never like put a stamp on an original copy, and this is your original copy. And thank God for my mom and my sister and my friend being there to like, you know, be like, okay, Zizi, no, let's not do this. And then my sister ended up finding a place to apostille the thing, which was at a lawyer's firm. Who knew? Not me. Clearly, I didn't know. So they were expensive too. And then I had to then ship it over again. Now, interview phase. Now, in South Africa, we don't have to go through 2 interview phases. Like I know in the other countries, you need to first go through the first interview phase, which is going to the embassy and having an interview. And then if you pass that phase, then you go to the Skype phase. South Africa, we just make it to the Skype phase. So yeah, I remember I had my interview at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I chose that time because in Korean time that was 2 o'clock. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's a perfect time. The person who will be interviewing me will be like happy because they just had lunch and everything will be great and he won't be grumpy. Wrong. I was like wrong. Like my interview was like, I feel like one of the worst interviews like ever. So it first started off with like bad connection, and then like he couldn't hear me through the earphones I was using, so I had to like take out the earphones, and he was just like, there's an echo, because he was like, I can't hear you. And then I'm like, you can't? And like, I'm terrible with technology. So when he was like, he can't hear me, I'm like, well, my man, I don't know what to do if you can't hear me. So then I was like, I took out the earphones, and he was like, now there's an echo. And then I'm like, so, and he's like, don't you have other earphones? And I'm like, well, I'm in the Wi-Fi area right now, and the other ones are in my room. I wasn't even sure if those ones were gonna work. And I was like, do you mind if I can like go to my room? And he was like, no, like that will take time. Let's just do this. And if I have a problem, then you might have to go get them. And so yeah, that's how my interview started. So from like the moment it began, I was on edge now, and I wasn't really like calm and collected. I was just like panicking the entire time. But the questions, they were like medium to hard. Like it started okay, then it gradually got harder. So it was just questions like, why South Korea? Do you know about South Korea? Do you know the culture of South Korea? There's certain ways that things are done in South Korea. Will you be able to like adapt to those ways because they're different from your countries? Have you taught kids before? All those kind of questions. Have you lived alone before? Let me tell you, there was a lot of white lies there, especially on the can you cook part. It was like, can you cook? And I'm like, yeah, I cook for myself all the time. Where? And then just like also, are you okay with living alone? Are you okay with being the only person in your town that looks the way you look? And I was just like, yeah, man, it's gonna be a learning experience for me and the people. Trust me, it's a learning experience, but it's a very hard learning experience. Like, I just want a moment where someone opens the bathroom door and they don't jump. Oh, come checking. Like, I get that all the freaking time. And it's like, I get it. You weren't expecting to see me when you open the door. But I'm here, okay? So stop jumping. Like, it's not even a joke. Every single time I'm in the bathroom and a Korean person walks in, they jump and they're like, oh, come check it. And I'm like, stop. Okay, just stop. But yeah. And then now this question, I remember this question. I'll never forget this question because it's the question that really threw me off my game. And I was like, after this question, I'm definitely not getting this. And so what he asked me was, you have 2 boys in the back of your class fighting, and now they have disrupted the entire class. You have one student who has a learning disability and he's now getting really hyped up about what's happening around him. Well, he didn't use those exact words, but you get what I'm saying, right? And then he was like, they don't understand English and you can't speak Korean. What will you do to stop what's going on in your classroom? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the moment Zinkley left the building. I'm not even joking with you. That is the moment my brain shut down. And it was just like, dee! I looked at this man. First of all, I looked at him and I was hoping I wasn't burning holes in his face. And like, how the hell can you ask me such a question? But I looked at him and I took a deep breath in and then I exhaled and I was like, I would play a song. I said I would play a song and that would get their attention. And once I've gotten their attention, I will get them to hold hands and just love on each other. That was my answer. He looked down to see what the next question was and I burst out. Like, didn't obviously like, but I was just like, because I just couldn't believe what I said. And from that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this. But I did. I got it. Thank you, Jesus. After all of that, I got accepted. And then I had to wait. And wait. And wait. And wait. And I only received my contract on the 28th of December. I remember because I was so happy, because I was so stressed out to be in Korea like early Feb. And so I was thinking like, how am I going to sort out everything? Like my visa, my plane ticket, like everything I need to prepare to basically, move countries. And I was really panicking, but thank Jesus, we got things done and the contract came, and now came the preparation to move to South Korea. And I got the visa, more expenses, the plane ticket, and thank you to my daddy for working hard for me to raise the funds to have money for the month I was going to be here with obviously no income. And they do tell you that you need to bring, they do suggest an amount of money you have to bring to survive your first month here. So yeah, and then I had 2 weeks orientation in Songnam-si in Seoul Bundang, and that was great because I got to meet so many people from all around the world, and it was so much fun. Like, I had a blast there. I really did. It was so much fun getting to know everybody. And then after that, we all got taken to our different provinces, and yeah, and then we started teaching. What's important, I think, if you really want to apply for this job, you must understand that it is a job. For some reason, that part kind of like missed me, that it's a job. Like, for some reason, I felt like I'll be here on holiday, and it's not. It's not a holiday, it's a real job. So yeah, that was hard adjusting to, and you have to be patient. They're just kids. This is a completely foreign language to them. Be nice interacting with them, and they're always so interested. These kids, they're always so interested, and that's really, really nice. But it's really hard, and also it's also hard being away from everyone and it's really hard being always a different one and not being able to understand everything 100%, because I know, like, this much of Korean, and like, so I barely understand what's going on around me most of the times. So that's really hard to adjust to, and yeah, but it's great, and it's a learning experience, and I'm honestly having the time of my life. It's really been amazing. So I hope I have answered your questions. I really do hope, and if I haven't, please, like I said, write them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them from there. The next video will be about why I chose Korea, more detail about why I chose Korea, so stick around for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Don't be selfish, share the video, it is free, okay? And subscribe. Don't forget to love yourself, and most importantly, others around you. Bye, see you next time.